Hey everyone, good time zone to you. Welcome to Friday and chat gauntlet time here on Going Optimal. I'm going to battle viewers instead of randos on Arena. We're going to draft the latest set here, Innistrad Midnight Hunt on MTGAdraft.tk. That's the third-party website created by Senryoku to allow folks like us to have a place to draft outside the system. And then we export the resulting decks into the Arena client, and then we battle the games out on Arena. It's an excellent way excellent thing to do for several reasons. It allows you to play with friends. You can choose who you're going to play with, and have a digital draft pod of your choosing. Second, it doesn't cost any in-game resources as long as you have wild cards in the collection. So it doesn't cost gems and gold. It costs wild cards and time. And if you're not doing something crazy like Cube, you don't need that many wild cards to ensure that you're going to be able to craft the deck you draft. And that's a reason that it's such a popular thing to do in the Going Optimal Discord. If you haven't checked that out, check out the Discord. You can find people to draft with there. You can check in with Motor City Mama and Skeptical Hat about this here gauntlet. This is exactly what we're doing here today. Scotty Nada, welcome, Scotty and friends. Raid-in with 85, right at a great time. We're just kicking off our chat gauntlet. As I was telling our YouTube friends, and I'll tell our raiders, I'm battling viewers today, diving in against 7 of my viewers. We're going to draft on a third-party website, export the decks into Arena, and then I'm going to take on each of them in a best-of-1 game. Instead of the traditional in-pod drafting style of 3 rounds, find out who's 3-0. And by the way, that's another great thing about using MTGA Draft. You can actually play in pod. Drafting and playing in pod is not something natively offered in Arena. You can draft with real humans, but then you're playing against randos from out of pod, and it's really a different experience to know that bomb gold card that's nowhere near your colors that you're passing is something that you're going to have to face. That's a classic feeling from the old days of Magic Draft that's kind of slipped away with the advent of out-of-pod play. That's kind of a necessary evil, you might even call it. I mean, I prefer in-pod play, but more than that, I prefer not waiting between my games when I'm playing digital Magic and not having to play best of 3. So pros and cons and everything. But anyway, we're going to dive in, and there's stakes as well. I don't know if Scotty and Nada viewers know, but I haven't cut my hair in quite a while, as chat knows, and if they can 7-0 me today, they decide my next haircut. It's pretty scary. I don't want them to. I want to decide my next haircut. So I intend to at least win once today. That's always my goal. Primary goal. Win once, save the hair, and then just relax after that. But I also do love to take the season trophy. So we track who's winning and losing the most between me versus chat over the course of a set, and see who's got the set championship. I think I have a pretty strong lead. I haven't looked at the math myself, but I know I got like a couple of 5-2s, I think, maybe. I think I've won each week, though, is the bottom line. So I think I'm taking a lead on chat here in this format, but there is still time, especially if they can capture my hair. If you want to capture the best cardboard rectangles out there, you're going to check out my sponsor, cardkingdom.com. They are purveyors of everything you need for your tabletop Magic experience, whether it's supplies, sealed product, or singles. And if you use my affiliate links, which you can find in the show notes, the YouTube notes there, not show notes, kind of show notes, but video notes, chat link, and of course the panels on Twitch, all get you to Card Kingdom via me. And that helps keep me on the air. Much appreciated, Card Kingdom. And thank you, everybody who uses those links to do transactions with Card Kingdom. It really helps, and they notice. All right, let's hop to left monitor, see if we got it lined up right. Close. A little adjustment here, and we'll be fine. Think. All right, here we go. The very utilitarian MTGAdraft.tk. Now that might sound like that I get like I'm bashing it or something. I love utilitarian websites. I love third-party. Look, this is not a corporate website. This is me, a human being trying to make a tool for other people. Here it is. It works. Enjoy it. I love it, and that's what it is. It's not bells and whistles, although there are bells and whistles if you talk about features, but really just this core ability to play with each other, play with friends, and draft with friends and play it out on Arena is fantastic. So ready check whenever from my perspective. Yep, here we go. Once everybody checks in as good to go, the pile-on begins. Well, lookity here. If it isn't our old friend Tovalar's Huntmaster, we had that last week in the Gauntlet, and it led me to 5 wins. I like Seize the Storm here. You all know I'm pretty enamored with the red spells deck, if you've been watching my stream at all. Red X, red anything, red whatever, Seize the Storm is a great deck. Organ Hoarder. I don't know what 17 Lands says about Huntmaster versus Organ Hoarder in opening hand, but it would not surprise me if in opening hand Organ Hoarder was actually a stronger win percentage play. But I'm taking the rare. I don't know. There's lots, and that's we're gonna, I'm gonna be on limited resources later this afternoon, and we're gonna talk about getting better at the game and what tools exist and how people steadily improve. And we're going to be talking 17 lands and the difficulty in assessing. Okay, here's the data. Now, what do you do with it, right? So it can be tough to actually pick it apart and ask the right questions. But Huntmaster is a great place to start. Consensus worst color, but one of the consensus best cards in the format. And I say consensus worst color question mark. I think there's still maybe some debate between red and green. But frankly, with the rise of the Seize deck, I kind of have green as last place, but also with the rise of red, because I had red last before, and now I was like, oh no, wait, we can work with red. It's kind of come up without green dropping, so it just really balances out the format nicely, I think. Well, I'm cutting color here. Not only I think it's just the best card. Veteran, Bolt, Blood Thief, Witch, Bladebrand, Trainer. I didn't say Trainer. Like Trainer might be the best card, actually, if we're honest. Trainer might be the best card. But Farmer following up this bomb is perfect, because this is, one of the reasons I was suspecting that Organ Hoarder might be a better opening hand win percentage result over Huntmaster is because of the 6 mana versus 4 mana. But Farmer helps make the 6 mana be less of an issue for our opening bombs. And we cut green, which is hugely important here when drafting and playing in pod. The rewards of successfully cutting a color and being kind of the only one in a lane are really insane when playing in pod. Hammer wanted the Trainer. Totally get it. And frankly, if there was like a lot of other good green cards in the pack, I probably would have taken the Trainer. But since the Farmer was a clean cut of green and a worthy second pick, like this is not a dream second pick at all, but a very worthy one, especially given where we started. I don't see cutting green for Bird Admirer or Howl of the Hunt, so let's find a lane into a second color. Well, Flame Channeler is a solid 2. It starts to put us towards a more traditional red-green path, which I don't love, honestly, but I do love the top end of such a thing. But Silversmith might be good enough. I like the green-white deck, and because it's a go-wide strategy, Huntmaster plays into that. And then maybe we wheel a Bird Admirer, which I think would be great. So yeah, and I'm on Silversmith here. over, I think, Geist Wave or Burn or Channeler. But we'll, you know, Channeler and Burn passing my way after passing the Seas. Like, somebody is going to do the red spells thing, and it looks like they can have a pretty good version of it. But I do like the Silversmith here with where we've started. And just like that, the coffee is gone. Sentry good enough and continues to cut the green. I hope that the green has just been light in the packs and not that 2 good green cards have been taken out of this pack and we're just getting the 3rd or whatever. You just don't know. But Sentry, given that I really want to play the Huntmaster, get on bended knee for old Tovalar here, we're going to take the Sentry. It also really shores us up as definitely green, and then Silversmith is still a maybe. We can be white, but we're not locked in. Again, I love the 3-1 after 3 picks is so much better than 2 and 2. Feels so much more flexible right now. Decent Red continues to go around, so we'll keep an eye on that. Rejuvenator could ramp us to Huntmaster and could reward us for picking up things like ants down the line. The alternative would be to take a farmland to help our mana, which I like, but also this is not hugely better than an Evolving Wilds, which we might be able to pick up later. I love casting my spells, you all know that, but I think lane carving here is still pretty important, and I'm going to take the Rejuvenator, even though it's not stellar. It's also one of the better cards in this pack because there's not a lot of greats. I mean, Dread Knight's pretty good. Howl for some interaction. I don't want to have no interaction, but I don't really prioritize the Howl. We might wheel the land. I doubt it, but we'll see. This pack just isn't good enough. I think somebody cuts it before they let it get to me second to last pick. Yeah, it invites people, but, you know, I can't worry about that. I'm going to take the Rejuvenator. I'm hoping, and also, again, we don't even know we're white yet. We have the one Silversmith, and taking the green card continues to cut the color and sets us up to find our second color as the table tells us. Is it... Looks like maybe it is white. I don't want to holler. I can take another Rejuvenator. Occultist is at least a 2, but I don't think of Occultist as a green-black kind of card. Yeah, there's lots of black, but it's not great black. Like, this doesn't even count, but these do. Bladebrand and Occultist are the best. Blood Pact is okay if you couldn't find any other card advantage tools. Cathars is also okay, but, you know, we're already getting thick at 4. It's not amazing, but neither is Rejuvenator number 2. Although it does, again, really cut the green. You just take the Rejuvenator and really carve out the green lane is almost... I'm going to do that. Cathars is fine, and it does go wide, which is kind of what I'm trying to do here. But I know I'm green. I know I have a 6-drop. I know that Rejuvenator ramps me directly into my bomb, and it sets me up to embrace things like Sighting, the Beast Token Maker, Ants, if we can get copies of those. So this just wants to make me go big and wide. Big mana, wide creature. And Pestilent Wolf is fine here over dabbling into a different second color option. And Cav is just another beefy 5-drop. Fine, but it's a beefy 5-drop. We know those have a problem in this format. Got to remember the air support. We're closing in on seeing our first, our pack 1 pick. Was it pack 1 pick 1 that had, yeah, pack 1 pick 1 had Birded Mire in it. So I'm hoping for, ideally, pack 1 pick 9 Birded Mire with choosing it over the other green card. Like if we're talking dreams come true, the pick after this one has 2 green cards in it, the Birded Mire, and then the Wolf, the Trick, the Enchant, the Aura. Both of those were in our pack along with the Huntmaster. So I really want to see if anybody's taken any of those green cards out of the pack. I'm gonna go with Sanctifier over I have found this to be grudgingly acceptable, especially if we are in low interaction green-white. And Sanctifiers go super late. So I'm going to take a Barrage, because if we don't end up with a suite of removal that we're happy with, I will run this. When it does pick something off, it picks off something good, usually, you know? So I'm going to take it knowing that its problem is that it's narrow, and it doesn't always have a target, and it's really awful when it sits in your hand when you need to be interacting. But it also is a clean 3-mana answer to things that usually are much more than 3 and often are bomby. So we'll take it. Trapper is a good sign. We'll take that over Rejuvenator number 3. But it's a bad sign. Or maybe was I wrong? I guess either I was wrong about my memory of where those picks were, or we didn't, or green was taken out of this pack. But let's take the Trapper. Hopefully I was just wrong and we see those cards next pick. But I feel like I took Farmer out of a pack that had literally no other green, and that was second. So maybe it's 2 picks away. Maybe, I don't think it's next pick, because I think Farmer was literally the only green card out of the pack we took it from, and that was pick 2. So yeah, this one was never going to have that. We're not playing this. Backdoor into Bladebrand deck is more possible to me. Well, Unblinking Observer actually might be, you know, green-blue big stuff is real too. So I'll actually take the Observer as the hedge. But next pick, I think, is where we see if we get anything green, we're pretty happy. Only 3, there'll be 4 cards left. Are any of them green? No. That's actually, see, I'm not loving this. That's a bad sign for us in that I was really hoping to be one of the only, if not the only, people in the green lane. Take Vivisection, but we're not really in a sacrifice scenario. Jack-o'-lantern, if we get into blue-green self-mill, could help us splash. Lambolt Harrier is a playable 2-drop, but it would be our first red card, and I really don't want to be base red-green creatures. So I'm going to take the Jack-o'-lantern and then cut it. We're probably not playing it. Probably not playing the Observer. I think we're white-green, and it's just not going great for us here. Forager, both of these are reasonable. I'm going to take the Elementalist because there is a good spells deck clearly going around. But yeah, it's unfortunate. There's enough green missing that we passed early that I think there's at least 2 other green drafters, which is not where you want to be, honestly, in the green realm. You'd like to be one of 2, not one of 3 green drafters. But let's see how the packs flow from here. If we get enough white support, it doesn't matter if we don't have heavy green. I had to pass Rise of the Ants. Damn it, we had to pass Rise of the Ants. That sucks. Sucks to be us having to pass Rise of the Ants. All right, that was easy. They're not even legendary. We can play both at the same time. Yeah. That's immediately where my mind went, doing the legend check. Oh, I really don't think ants are going to wheel in our community. I think our community understands that Rise is pretty good, and evidence suggests there's probably 2 other green drafters, and I don't think Rise is going to make it through 1 other green drafter out of this pack, much less 2, unless if the if I'm wrong and like somebody randomly hated a green card and there's only one other green drafter and that green drafter is green-red spells, boy, then it's a tough call between Pyre and Rise. But I'm certainly not counting on wheeling Rise. If we wheeled Might, that would be sweet. If we wheeled Veteran, that would be sweet. If we wheeled Trapper, less sweet. I don't really want to play 2 because they get worse as you demand more and more activation held up. But I do like 1. Would this deck ever play a mob? I would play mob in black-white, where sacrificing my own stuff was really the plan. But playing mob out with the plan of maybe my stuff starts dying seems like a bad one. Augur, get in our deck, another rare bomb in our colors. That's and it also helps us get to these Hunt Masters. Sweet! Sweet! I said I'm not superstitious, but I'm superstitious enough to not hit the hair toss button right now, which is kind of what I want to do with 2 Hunt Masters and an Augur of Autumn in the deck. But I'll say if y'all can 7-0 me with these 3 cards in my base green deck, I will tip the cap of my bald head repeatedly. I like my chances of a win this week, is what I'm saying. I know, Hat. I know. Like I said, I'm not actually superstitious, though. So, wow, the red deck is getting some love in this pack. But we found a witch down here at the bottom. We're just going to grab that, and really, with the quality of the red spells deck we're passing, I'm not thinking I'm 7-0ing this week. I'm really scared of the red spells deck now. But witch is really perfect for what we're up to. And maybe Path Wheels, and we consider that for ramping to Hunt Masters, and maybe we find something worth splashing. Loyal Griff seems good as well, but Duel is some interaction that we're sorely missing right now. So I am going to take the Duel, even though Loyal Griff is sweet. Saving, recasting Hunt Masters, saving key cards, replaying Silversmith, and just attacking in the air. But interaction is important, and we have very little of it. It's only pack 2, though. I think we're doing great for pack 2. Yeah, Locked in the Cemetery, Locked in the Sideboard. People play this and it works a lot of the time. It has huge downsides, but if you have no interaction, you may need to pop these in your blue deck. I'd take Startle over it every time, though. Don't know if that would have been the case day 1, but I saw Startle as like... It was actually Startle that made me think Decay zombies had to be kind of worthless. So it's like, wait, this card gives you -2/-0 at instant speed, draw a card, and you get one of these zombies? Well, the zombies can't be very relevant then. And the fact that zombies proved to be way more relevant than that is why the blue-black deck was so strong early on. There's been a lot of cards in this vein over the years, but they tend to be like, yeah, you get like Befuddle, which is -4, draw a card for 3 mana, you know. Chaplain or Sentry is an interesting call. I kind of like the Chaplain. The 2 spells is real. I don't love 1/1s unless you have ways to get them bigger. And we do have Silversmith. Duel for Dominance could put a counter on it, although it's unlikely to be doing that. But it does die into a very nice 2-power flyer is the thing. So I'm going to take the Chaplain because it dies into it is effectively 2 creatures, and we can even find ways to augment, especially with that first strike. Can be very relevant. Yeah, the random 1-power thing can help ensure Coven pretty quickly. Scob here. Passing some good blue this pack, but we didn't really see any, and this is pack 2. So in pack 1, the blue was pretty dry, and this is the result of that good cutting. Well, we've got 2 of his Hunt Masters. Is this worth splashing? We could seriously splash this with 2 Rejuvenators and an Eccentric Farmer and a possibility of wheeling a Path at some point. Let me even read this. I have no idea what it does. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card like that. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves and werewolves, it becomes night. So just having 3 wolves turns it night. And it's got this little and a transform trigger. Okay, great. Ritual of Hope also. Yeah, you're not wrong. 230 likes the Ritual of Hope. Great card for this deck, and we know that splashing has its risks, but oh yeah, I didn't even look at the backside. I was fine with the front side. Yeah, we'll take this and see if we can run it. You're right though that Ritual is if this were just some junk rare, Ritual would be fantastic. Big boy pick is Ritual maybe, but this is no joke. And we have 2 Rejuvenators in the pile already, and Augur and Farmer. Like, this doesn't feel too greedy to me. And we can take a Timberland Guide. Howl would be some interaction, but we got some interaction, so Guide is fine. Guide is fine. Can also help with the Coven. Turn 1 Trapper, turn 2 Candle Witch, turn 3 Guide the Candle Witch, attack in the air for 3, like that. I think I've used it. Yeah, it's in there. And good, the Might came back. That was like the only other reasonable green card here. The Ants did not come back. But if the Might have been gone, I would think, okay, we're definitely up against 2 green drafters. We still might be. We still might be one of 3. But this Might is suggestive that maybe we're just one of 2. No, it was Might and Ants in the same pack. I think I remember. Oh, sorry, it is pick 8. No, you guys can do math. I think I remember. I think I'm a Mr. Smarty Pants streamer. Shut up. Shut up. This is a hard job, really. Still, happy this is here. We'll take it, and then we'll see if the other one is there too. Hey, maybe the answer there. If the answer there, I'm doing a lap around something. Yeah. No Ants, no Might. So that takes me back more towards, okay, we're one of 2 green drafters. Could take Lamb Hold. I suppose there's a world in which the next pack is so strong in red that we just bail on the white. I mean, really, what's our great white? Silversmith? Right? Like, so I'm not even married to the white at this point, so we'll take a playable werewolf. Maybe that'll be the funny thing. I'm just going to go straight green, red, ground creature werewolves and still beat chat this week. How about that? I just don't see playing mob in this deck, whereas I actually see Harrier making a cut in a pivot. I know. If the magic gods decide to punish me today, that's fine. Somebody's got to get this hair cut. We'll take the... Why am I even taking Field of Ruin? It's never going to do anything. I guess we're cutting a Behemoth as like, okay, that could be a problem. It could trade with our Hunt Master. We don't like that. Yeah, pack is maybe okay, but I don't love it. And here we go. This is what I mean. Let's do it. All right. All right, gang. All right. I'm going to show you. We're doing it. We're taking the lane. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's right. Bring it. Now you all can get overconfident. Bring your overconfidence, chat. We got his hair. He's playing werewolves. He's playing werewolves. We got him, chat. Desperation playable if we had to, but we're going to try and cut that. 2 Hunt Masters, a Tovolar, and an Augur of Autumn are, and really the Naturalist 2 suggest we could do this. Yeah, Ren and whatever. Ren and some damn number for pack 3, pick 1. You heard it here first from Berg. No, darn it, we did not get a green rare. Instead, we got a red mythic. Let's see. So what does this do? Is it good? Flying, 4/2. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day. Okay, so it helps the day-night. Whenever it becomes day or night, and we are trying to flip day and night, sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. Hopefully we can cut this crossroads. Yeah, if that burn comes around, we'll be happy with that. This is going to wheel. We're going to take the clear shot and then wheel the Moonrise or even the Village Watch potentially. But clear shot. I'm saying, that, how about this, though, at least chat? If I can 7-0 chat today with a green-red werewolf deck, the bet ends today, and I win it. Okay? Is that fair? Shadow Beast sighting here over a nice 2-drop wolf. Although Broodweaver, again, one of my big fears with these types of decks is lack of flyer interaction. And this is kind of what we need to manage flyers as we try to get to our unbeatable end game. So I'm gonna take Broodweaver over the Shadow Beast sighting, and Shadow Beast sighting would be my next pick because we have 2 Rejuvenators that I'm actually trying to get more action out of. Right now we just have the Hunt Masters and really no other big end, and not really, as I remember, any mana sinks. So I want to find mana sinks / top end, but not over a nice opportunity in pack 3 to shore up our weakness to flying. Oh, maybe it's the other side? Yeah, it's the other side, right? Oops. I forgot the other side. Yeah, that's good. Good to have one. So I'm glad about that, but I'm still taking the flying defense. And this is a great werewolf. I'm happy to get this one. Again, we got this weird 4 no 5s into 6, but this Brigand is just a house of a creature. It kind of can't be blocked. We could take Immolation to have interaction, but I think this one's worth it. We're picking up the good werewolves, that's for sure. And some of the medium ones that are the reason this archetype is not great. This is a heck of a 4-drop right here. Flip into a you can't block me 4/5 that can pump itself for the whole team. Well, now I'm excited. I sure hope I don't lose my hair today. I sure don't think I'm going to 7-0 y'all today, but I feel great about this deck as a green-red thing. Another Snarling Wolf, but here we go. I'm going to get another Bird Admirer and feel very good that we ended up with 2 things that just block flyers so that we don't have to use our removal on them. I admire that untapped bird that is not being at all aggressive towards me. Let's just stand over here and admire it from afar. Yep, stay over there, bird. Bye. We admire you until you get near. If you get near, we start punching you in the face, bird. Silverbolt's like the poster child for the ineptitude of werewolves in the set, right? Like, damn it. Even the fine, okay, look here, we'll put in some colorless removal so that everybody has a little bit of interaction. Oh, by the way, it's nuts against werewolves. Rebirth could support a splash, but Astronomer too good to not just take here. We don't need to path. We don't need to splash. We need a good curve out. Tapping I'd even play here. Tapping at the window. This is finally a deck for it with look at these things we can find with tapping at the window. That's it's quite a column of finds. That being said, I'm still taking the 2-drop. A lot of red, not loving it, but Stolen Vitality over yet another 2-drop creature. How are you doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2-drop creatures. I still would like more. I tend to like 7 or 8. We can just take a Crasher even. But what's our instant sorcery count here? Instant, we don't even have sorcery, so that's right out. We're definitely not doing Crasher. It's not good enough in our deck. I guess I just take a Lambholt Harrier. It's a wolf. It's another 2-drop. As I said, I really want to have 7 or 8. And Stolen Vitality, just not good enough to take over making that a reality. Reality over Vitality. But if this had been like a straight burn spell of some kind, I would have taken that. Yeah. Funny we're taking Harriers over Crashers. Not it's a weird world where I'm picking Harriers over Crashers for my red deck, but here we are. Another Rejuvenator does not seem correct over just filling out the 3s with another boring Infiltrator here. I mean, we're literally doing the werewolf thing. We've got the synergy here with the Naturalist. Overlord loves wolves and werewolves, so these rando wolf-werewolf creatures are actually right on plan for us in a way that really this isn't. I don't know if we play the Ambusher or not, but we'll throw it in the pile. We could hate draft Strangler, but I don't even hate it that much, so like whatever, we'll take this. Oh yeah, Moonrise didn't wheel. Somebody else in green-red. They might be green-red spells. Like again, remember Ants was missing, and there's a great red spells deck, so given the lack of the Moonrise, yeah, it's crazy. How does Moonrise not wheel for us? Although, was it here? Was it in the pack 1? I can't remember now. Might have been in this pack. But regardless, we did not wheel it, which is interesting. It does mean maybe there's actually 2 red-green drafters. Oh, it was at pack 2 where it was supposed to wheel? That's how far off I am then. But here's a tapping. Again, this could be the deck for it. We'll see. So many good creatures to get. And yeah, does Vandal make the cut? We are trying to keep it at night, so we're going to do a lot of day-night flipping. I wish we were operating at instant speed a little better, so that we can flip to night and still do something before we untap. We might cut Rejuvenator. Let's get to the end here. Immolation came around. That's good. I'm happy that that's here. That's some good early interaction for us. Kind of just what we needed. I think we do cut at least 1 Rejuvenator. I think we cut the Ambusher as not on plan. I think I do cut a Vandal. It's fine, but I'd rather have these dumb wolves, human werewolves. Path to the Festival. We didn't end up needing that. And kind of just feel like I'm one cut away here from something reasonable. Well, here's what it takes to get me into creature-based red-green. Opening this stuff. So let's see. What's on the short list? I might still cut tapping, even though this is, like I said, the deck for it. What's our total? 19 creatures. So maybe I just let go one of these infiltrators. I actually think Broodweaver... I mean, you could argue it's unnecessary if you think the Bird Admirer is going to get it done, but we don't guarantee to draw this. I like having 2 reach creatures when kind of our game plan is make it 2 and win with Huntmasters. So I like running the 2 flyer blockers to get us to our end game without having to use hard removal on flyer after flyer. Not that we even have hard removal after hard removal. Cardlinger Light's getting rid of the guide. It certainly loses its luster when we're not trying to manage Coven quite as much. I mean, we still have the Sentry, but it's not, Coven isn't important here. So I think it's guide or one of these infiltrators. I do want 1 Rejuvenator. It's not a, it's amazing how many decks just like really do a facepalm when they see a 2/4 across the way. Although it's not that great. If 2/4s were so amazing, werewolves would be good. But I do want to play the tapping. With all these bomb creatures, with 5 bomby creatures, I want to play the tapping. And we also have the creature density for it as well. So, maybe, like, is there a spell we don't like? Might, I like, actually. Clear Shot we love. Now it looks like our non-creature spells are just pretty essential, and there's not many of them, which is why they're pretty essential. Best of 1. You can make the case for 24 or 16 lands, but I think not with 2. Even with the Rejuvenator, not with 2 6-drops that we really want to cast on time. So I think it is let go one of these creatures, and I think I will. I'm going to ask chat on this one. No joke votes where you're trying to sabotage me. I'm curious as Magic players where you're at on this one. Let's do it as an ad. So Infiltrator, Timberlake, I'm going to cut both, and we're figuring out what's our 23rd card here? What are we adding? And then you can, if anybody else wants to add a different alternative, we can consider that as well. So like, we could add Vandal. We could add Infiltrator. We can add, what was the other one? Guide. I think that's probably it that we would consider, though, from this stuff. Ambusher, not quite there. So, yeah. What are we adding? You can do a write-in candidacy, though. If you really think one of these other cards is correct, just write it in. That kind of fake vote is fine, Hat, because it doesn't actually hit the poll. Looks like people just like the night-day goodness of a Vandal. Interesting. Kind of like Infiltrator over a Vandal in a dedicated Wolf deck. But you know what? We'll go with chat, and when we draw this Vandal, I'm going to ask myself if we wouldn't rather just have an Infiltrator. Because that's, I think, what I would have chosen. But let's send this to Arena. do some deck building now. Oh, I'm not hearing any. Oh, wait, maybe I need to add. Let's see. Audio. Oh, there we go. That's why. There we go. I'm hungry like. Is it 10-7 or 9-8? We have an Immolation, we have an Astronomer, we have 2 Harriers, we've got decent stuff we want to do on 3, and a double red on 4. I think I'm actually on the old 9-8. Yeah, and we want to punish stumbles with turn 2 Naturalists if we're lucky enough for that. And pumpkin sleeves. Yeah, but green hungry, but at a 6-drop, like we are very likely, and we're also still more forests than mountains, and even a single Rejuvenator becomes a 10th source of green as far as Huntmasters go. Eccentric Farmer practically an 11th. I'm really an Augur practically a 12th. I'm just not concerned about getting to 2 green for Huntmaster. Yvonne for Chimero. Style and taste. Fair enough. 4 green would be great for a double fight, but I stand by the balance of need here, and I really think we want to make sure we're casting our 2-drops on 2. That's much tougher to plan for than casting a 6-drop like this on 6. All right, I think we've taken care of everyone. Yeah, I've even taken care of July Talk, the garden. No, I haven't. We're doing that later. I remember, I thought we were talking about it. I almost marked it as complete. Then I remember, no, we're doing it after. But as a reminder, we're going to talk about this song later. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. And after this event, we'll discuss. It's from Skeptical Hat on the Listen Up tour. All right. I like it. As far as having a deck that's the worst color pair or the worst archetype, maybe not even the worst color pair, but the worst archetype in the format, werewolves. If you're going to get me into it, this is kind of what it takes. Bomb-laden rares and mythics. But I'm in. Let's see what we're going to do here. Let's get into Battlefield Right. Look at my competitor list. Math Core up first. Effectively, one of the aspects of the Gauntlet is that I don't really know what's in my opponent's decks, although since it's drafting in pod, I at least got to see what was going around the table. But all of my opponents got to watch me build my deck, so it's not going to surprise them that we have 2 Huntmasters, even though they were both first picks. This is one of my slight disadvantages here, but it's not a huge factor. I don't worry about it. I'd rather have people who participated and took the time to do this enjoy as much of the on-air experience as they can. Okay, cool. Because they're often building their own decks at the time, right? Makes sense. All right, so we are here. We're doing this, this, and this. Because I'm hungry like the wolf. How appropriate that after 5 weeks of werewolf songs and wolf songs of some kind or another on the Starting Soon Song of the Day, I finished the 5-week run on a legit werewolf deck. And this is a legit keep. We have a Huntmaster on 5 as things sit with just one more land, although please, Magic Gods, only one more land before turn 5, please, please, please. Yeah, 2 drops would be great. There's one. Love that this thing flips it to night day too. Start getting the night day going even without a werewolf. Nothing on 3 here. We didn't get that 5th land yet, but we do have Rejuvenator on 4. And Math stuck on 2. Well, oh, sorry, I thought they were stuck on 2, but not necessarily. All right, basic land one time off the top. I guess we only have basics in the deck, so land off the top one time. Green deck number 1, by the way. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Yeah, never draw another land. Seems legit. Although we do at least have a 2-spell turn here if we want to go Weaver. Not if we want to go Phoenix, but I'm willing to go Weaver, Immolate the Trapper. Well, both of our Huntmasters ready to pile out on turn 5, but the Magic Gods stiff us on one land to make that happen. But let's get one here. Come on. Come on. Land me. Well, Augur ought to help land us. Let's see what goes here. I want to go like this. Although there's nothing we can find off the top that we can cast, right? Still, I'm going to do this way. Who earns? Get this thing going if we don't get one of these going. Augur lets us play land off the top, so if there's a land underneath this Vandal, we're good to get some Huntmasters going. There it is. Here it is. Ooh, good card. We got a good defense against it right now, but Veteran's just going to get bigger every turn. Ooh, we got this coming up here. Nice. You all love it and you know it. So we just play this. Now we have Wolf Run and Fight available. Send all these with the Fight up, right? Make sure I got Fight up. And we can even fight with Tovolar. So this all seems great. So let's fight one of the wolf killers, or we don't even need to. We could also just let this all happen and draw a couple cards and just play the Phoenix. What about doing that? Yeah. Well, I could pump them. Let's see. Target, well, yeah, we could do trample to draw, but I just like the Phoenix. This is fine. We're going to draw 2. We've made 2 more replacement wolves. This is fine. Yeah, I don't even care about Jadar right now. I just want to get more attackers out. Could go tapping to pass by this mountain. But I'm going to stick with the plan. Play the Phoenix. Yeah, I guess I should be somewhat concerned about a board wipe. The tapping at the window helps. But generally, I just don't play around rares. But I suppose if I'm in a dominating position, I should. It maybe is probably one of my leaks. Not playing around sweepers enough when I have enough of a commanding position to do so. Certainly is just as Garfield intended, Collie. He was no dummy when it came to the rarity system. Eternal Midnight with Tovolar. Clear Shot means if we play tapping, we lose the clear shot. I'm kind of on swing away with the wolves, although maybe not Midnight Scourge. I think we want to leave Midnight Scourge back, as well as the other stuff here. And yeah, we do need to figure out what we're going to fight. We may lose Tovolar even on this attack, but I think it's worth it because Math loses a ton if they get our Tovolar here. Or the pack leader, I should say. We actually have Tovolar. I call this Tovolar when we actually have the real Tov. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I think it's worth it. Makes more wolves. All these cards we're going to draw, etc. Maybe even get to play a land off Augur when we draw a clear shot. Yeah, so... Well, this could mean a +1 or +2, +0 lifelink make a flyer. Because right now we can fight to win this combat, and that's what we're going to try and do. Oh, they have 2 mana up, true, yeah, with the Rejuvenator. So it could be a lot of things, but we do have double fight, so let's make them have it. And maybe with double fight, we're supposed to start with, like, even the Phoenix. No, I guess we still do Tovolar. This to the Dawn Guard does seem correct with all the flipping that's happening. Although I guess, no, if we're gonna win combat, we need to take the pup, not the Dawn Guard. So yeah, we're gonna yeah, let me cancel this. Well, is this gonna get bigger? Oh yeah, reading cards matters. Can't just do these. So then I think it's gotta be okay. So this is interesting. Yeah, now I'm looking at, since now I feel like I can't save this, it makes me want to just overrun with it. So I'm going to do that. Five, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to 6 this. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, right, I did have more mana, sorry. And I should have. Do it all, you know? Although, we will likely get a second land drop and we can actually play tapping. So it was, in fact, the trick, but I like this result just fine. Just fine. Oh, I already played a land, I guess. So we will discard Forest. Duel for Dominance, Clear Shot, and Might all being here is pretty big game for us. In case we draw cards, I should try and not play the Mountain if I don't need it. Although we do have the Pump that does need it. But Duel at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what I want to make sure I have the mana for. And we have 5, 8, 9 currently. Do I need to go to 10 for any reason, or can I wait? I don't think we need to go to 10 pre-combat, so we're going to wait, knowing that, I mean, it takes 1 off of the trample, so that would be the reason to do it. I think it's actually okay, like, although it is like drawing a card if we pull it off the deck, off the top of the deck. So maybe for 1 damage, it's worth that. So yeah, I think I'll wait because it's like drawing a card. Not that card advantage is the problem here, but yeah, funny, somehow we have no Coven. And we're gonna send these though and have lots of fun action in response of blocks. All right, with that, does any of these give trample? Nothing here gives trample, but we could might. Oh wait, does Tovar? Sorry, yeah, this does, right. Nothing in hand though. So of the spells that I was talking about casting, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. with 9, we could still just literally give trample with Tovolar. There would be no X, but we could give a creature trample if we do all this stuff. Yeah, well, we're going to do it all, Rob. Let's see, but what are we killing and why? Yeah, we do want to get Coven before Might. That's a great sequencing point from Rob. And Duel. Both of these have Coven, right? So let's start with a clear shot. And what are we shooting? Let's shoot the Rejuvenator. No, that doesn't work unless we do it from the Tovolar. Yeah, Phantom is something we want to kill. Phantom's got to die, and we have one other thing to kill. Probably, maybe Jadar and Phantom are the things we reach out and kill. Stop it, Hat. This is like, I get that it's playing with food, but this is where Magic is fun for me, in that it's like, it's about the puzzle. It's about the puzzle. But anyway, let's... well, we don't know what this is, too, so you got to play around that. I'm doing my way. Playing with food, even if that's what it is. I'm gonna go here, start. Then here. And here and here. And we'll X0 here. Boo-hoo, we lost Coven.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
All of my awesome chatters are good sports, and they all know that what I'm doing is talking Magic. I mean, I know that game was. I'm gonna take a moment here because I got called out for playing with my food. I know I'm a slow, deliberate Magic player, especially while streaming, but that's because I'm really trying to talk through everything, really trying to find the optimal lines, not embarrass myself, not miss stuff, but also. The joy of Magic is solving the turn-by-turn optimization puzzles. It's what I'm playing for. It's why we do this, because challenging our minds to find the best line in a situation is why it's the fun of it. It's why we laugh at how I would rather control the board for another N turns than win. And of course, that's not true. I'm always just trying to win, and when I accidentally control the board for extra turns, it's me missing wins, but I'm missing wins because fundamentally my brain is tuned to the idea that what we're doing here is solving the turn-by-turn board puzzle. The turn-by-turn board puzzle is the most fascinating part. So even though math, it was like me deciding which way to win the game, if you give math in your mind a million life right there, then it's not about winning the game. It's a puzzle about winning the game down the road. What is and so it would be more optimal for me to identify when I'm accidentally playing for board control when I should be playing for the win. But I also don't mind and will always, especially with viewers who know what I'm up to, waiting for me to act, I'm always going to break down that turn because the puzzle of that turn is still interesting regardless of whether the outcome of the game isn't. Okay, back to it. Gargantuan up next. That's Robert. Or Gar, as I sometimes know him now. secret name tech. I know you do, Hat, and I know you're teasing me with playing with my food, but I thought I would at least speak to, like, the value I think it has, you know? Oh, Ren, that's the only bomb in our colors we were missing, Math. It was like, well, we just need a Ren, and then we'd be in great shape. Blue on the no red. If there's a mountain on top, we're going to fist pump, of course, but I'm keeping this anyway on the strength of a guaranteed farmer on 3. Not guaranteed resolve, but guaranteed cast. And I guess on the play, it's like guaranteed resolve. What counters a farmer on 2 in the format? Yeah, not only is my deck pretty obscene, Math, but you literally saw all 5 of my bomb, rares, and mythics. I don't think there's any more in the deck, and we just rolled them out one after another on you. Hey, Magic Gods, thank you. Much appreciated. A third Tovalar, you mean? Because I have 2. Oh, 2, yeah, again, here I am again on the Tovalars as being the Hunt Masters. Sorry, I hear you now. We have ones? I don't think so. Oh, we have Immolation, which I would use here. But we're not drawing cards, we're just drawing a land at most, right? Okay, just checking. We're still, because we could Harrier Dominance, but I actually don't want the Castaway Dead right now, so we'll, because eventually we can attack through it. I'm just gonna farmer. Wow, a second Augur. Well, there you go. Like, I was noting that as a green drafter, green seemed to be heavily drafted, and I was up against at least 2 other green drafters, and the many bomb rares being opened by the table clearly are why. I mean, it sounds like there's literally another red-green drafter, maybe? Oh yeah, so let's take a look at that. This was somewhat of a bad mill for us because we didn't get land, but we did get Phoenix in the yard, so we got to keep that on the day-night plan. So with Duel, we could actually play this, let it flip, get the Phoenix back, and have Duel up. That seems fine. Nice. More green. Like, this is just a green rare draft. Holy heck, I want to see the list of rares opened in our 24 packs, because I think 12 of them were green. Okay, that's on the stack, so we can actually fight before it gets the bump to 4, which I'm going to go ahead and do. And we even have the Coven here, so let's put it on the flyer. I don't love putting the counter on a thing that is kind of intended to die, but as an evasive 5 power, you kind of got to. And we can immolate after blocks, and they have no kill blocks here, so we send swing away. Yeah, we could make it a 7-1, but we're going to not be that greedy. Rise of the Ants. There's Robert as the ant drafter. Let's go ahead and kill the zombie and drop a Harrier. Why not? This immolation's not getting that much better here. And we want to get Robert dead before Robert gets too wide. I flipped my own day-night. That's too bad, but looks like if I don't draw action, we're flipping it back anyway. After trading off the Phoenix. Oh yeah, you can also just I've never activated this before. Sorry. I mean, have you? Hey everybody, we can activate a Harrier, or we can just drop a freaking Huntmaster. So we could just do that. Let's see. Harrier gets through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Huntmaster's awesome, but really we should just do the attack for 11. Makes it nighttime again to boot.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Feels good when Huntmaster is both Plan B and Plan C. But so far, I'm 2 for 2 other green drafters. Maybe there's 4 green drafters at this table, and some people are just splashing. We did pass that white-green dual land, for example. Happy Problems up next. I'd say being forced into red-green on the back of 5 bomb rares is a happy problem. Oh, might be a happy problem of restart required. I'm not sure. Is happy trying and we're failing, or is happy not there yet? I'm gonna cancel out here. Check Discord. See what we're talking about. Besides my deep dives in the game day channel. All right, happy sent. Let's try again. Bingo. Another good looking start. Creature into creature. Actually, probably creature into naturalist. Well, it depends. Naturalist could pump the Harrier on the flip side, but not unless it's Knight. Regardless, obviously easy keep here. Yeah, I think we gotta go naturalist. Although black, red, heavy removal. Let's start with Harrier. Let's see if we can draw out some early removal. Yeah, yeah, it was the activated Harrier. It was the Harrier that was the MVP of that game. Just the Harrier. Yeah, I'll go naturalist here. Over, like, holding up clear shot. Although holding up clear shot to flip to Knight seems like it could be okay. It does give them a 4/4, though. We got a 4/4 lifelink, no less, so we got to keep that in mind. Wolf tapping or clear shot. Clear shot, +1/+1 till end of turn, and then punches. So it's not a fight. So I think we just clear shot here. And with the naturalist mana, we can even make the wolf after. If I choose the right color, that is. Turn 5 Hunt Master on Naturalist mana if we get a clean attack, or maybe we just accept a dirty attack and get the Hunt Master. We do not have Coven. But I might be... We could just do the Harrier thing again. Attack for 9. I just don't trust that we're attacking for 9 into 5 open mana and 4 cards. So I'm assuming there's some action coming. Probably shouldn't be greedy about the... like, letting the Naturalist go to get the Hunt Master down now. Yeah, I mean, that's the question. Do we suicide the Lord to get out the Hunt Master? We could activate and duel, but then we are 2-for-1ing ourselves. I don't like that. So I like attacking with the Death Touch Wolf, and then... but at that point, I should probably just activate the Harrier, and then attack with everything, and then we have tapping. So let's activate Harrier, attack with everything, tap. Unless they could kill the Lord, but that would tell us something too. And this is instant speed, so actually I should just do this in combat. Make sure that we're successfully attacking with everything first. So attack all, then make unblockable is my line. In fact, we can just use the floating mana. There we go. So now with that thing on the way out anyway, let's go ahead and duel and kill the lurker. That makes sense to me. Although it doesn't, we don't have Coven, so it's not getting bigger. Never mind. That does not make sense if we're not getting bigger. So I thought we had Coven, but we don't have Coven. So we just accept this. Okay. Still getting in for a big hit. Still tapping at the window. Still have Huntmaster in the wings. Which one? Which do we take? Probably just 2 Huntmasters? Although this thing really closes it out. Absurd. Absurd! Yeah, let's take the Tovolar. And mill the freaking Huntmaster. Good lord. But this is a guaranteed cast, and we have the duel to boot. Racing with the big lifelink makes sense. Happy's got a great deck here. This could be chat getting their first notch here. So let's go Dire Overlord and ooh, well, close to being able to duel with punch with well, it's a fight, but we trade. We don't get the counter. We still don't have Coven, so I'm not in for that. Although we could... Leaving up Death Touch, I don't think we can do that. I think we need to move our game forward here, and I think this does that. But yeah, we can take another hit from the Lurker. Like, we're going for a longer game thing here right now. Yeah, we could offer the Harrier for sure. Yeah, we might as well. These are both, they draw cards, right? So it actually says it's not even a 2-for-1 because we're going to get a card out of the other one. So I do like that. Although we have to discard to target this, so it is effectively, you know, there's a lot. Kind of want, it's an interesting spot, and maybe they don't even block. Probably ditching whatever we draw, unless it's the frickin' Augur of Autumn. So now I actually like ditching the duel? Are we actually ditching the duel? I think so. Augur and Huntmaster are better for the long game, right? And it made it daytime, so we're not threatened by a 4/4 lifelinker right now. And either we get a land on the draw and we just play Huntmaster, or we can play Autumn and look for a land on the top. All right, that's good for us because this doesn't flip, but these aren't so threatening that I'm worried about the game at this point. I think we're advantaged pretty clearly. This is a clock, of course, but this is a clock, of course, right? If Happy can't deal with our rares, we're gonna win. Shocking. Kind of a classic limited magic story. But yeah, with the land, we're just gonna go straight for the Huntmaster. No attacks here, though. interesting day-night tension. Happy would like a 4/4 lifelinker, but at the cost of a 7/7 puncher might be too much. Hey, the people I'm playing against passed me all these cards. That's what I'm saying, except for the rares that I opened, of course. So we've gone to nighttime. We can go autumn, and if we find land, we can still punch. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to go looking for a punch, and if we don't find the punch, we can make it daytime if we want. Somewhat risky, because if we don't find the land, I'm not sure I like attacking. But 4/4 or 7/7 becoming an 8/7 trample is pretty good here, although these two cards make me a little bit nervous, such that I think I'm going to be extra cautious while fighting. I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong slang, but I just mean using the pack leader as interaction is what I mean. Sorry for the bad slang. But I'm gonna... I love attacking with this to get the counters as well. Yeah, it's true. But are we willing to lose the pack leader here for Predator and Lurker? If so, sure, we can attack. I guess let's attack. I think it's worth it, sure. And in fact, it's probably worth it to send like so. And if they want to spend any time eating 2 powered wolves, that's good for us. Yeah, exactly. Ambush, whatever. I mean, this is where there are things they could have, but as chat pointed out, Happy just drew these cards. And if Happy drew the answer off the top 2, we're going to tip the cap, and we still have lots of good stuff happening here. We don't get any trample damage through in this spot, activating the Tovolar, but we do turn it from a 2-for-1 into a 1-for-1 into a 2-for-1 in terms of a 4/4, 2 4/4s blocking a 7/7, right? So we're doing it. X of 1 and seeing what we can see. This just feels like burying Happy in advantage that they're going to have a tough time coming back from, especially with it just free land on the end there. Why not? 3 action spells and then a free land because, you know.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
This is, well, when you make a bunch of the same thing, Coven can be harder to come by. Well, that's a way to stay alive. We can block if we're not afraid of immolation. That's about the only thing that really punishes us here, but it's quite the punish. We could just take 6 and go to 4. But then actually we give the game a chance to get away from us. I'm going to call the bluff here. Actually, I'd also just do it this way. Give up 1 of these. Yeah, let's just chuck 2 wolves, in fact. I didn't want to give up 2, but that's the right thing to do. They still get some trample damage through, but this preserves our life total nicely. Without risking Scourge to a slash or any kind of interaction. We still got card drawing werewolves to send in as well. We could double activate the Harrier and get in for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, drawing 3 more cards, and but not doing anything else. Oh, sorry, I forgot we're going nighttime, so that's even more. What do we have that cares about Coven now? Or are we just... Oh, here, Augur. Yeah, okay. That would be good, too. If we draw a land, we would have 2. But we knew what we were drawing, so yeah. I guess if there were a land on top, then it would work with the Augur as well. All right. I don't think we go Falter here when our attacks are so good without it. I think we just crash in and 2 spell on defense. None of this has haste, right? Flying, but not haste. Menace, but not haste. No haste. No haste. Yeah, they don't even have the power to kill Scourge. Do we even care? I guess, yeah, we could say 1 can't block. But if we were to make 1 block, I'd make the Stinger not block so that the Astronomer would have to get in the way and finally die. I don't care if they trade off. I think it's fine. I'm not going to do anything except attacking with everything. They can even maybe not Augur, because then they could double block the Augur, but maybe that would be fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, draw 4 cards. Yeah, actually, I think 10, draw 4 cards if they want to double block the Augur, and we still trade for the Astronomer is fine. So we're going to keep throwing our... I mean, I have discarded a Huntmaster that I could have drawn and chose not to, and now I'm sending Augur into a possible double block death, but that's the way the deck is playing out right now. And now we are starting to think about sweepers and not just overcommitting to the board, although with all this card draw we kind of can, because we can still completely redeploy to the board afterwards. So they are going for the Augur Death. We're going to take the Astronomer trade and be fine with this. So yeah, that's where I was getting at, Pablo. I like playing out the Phoenix as a way to best play around possible sweepers, because then we can still get the Phoenix back. And now we don't have to discard if we end the turn. We don't have any... I don't want to play Farmer because I don't want to self-mill that much, even though it's looking good. Maybe we just play out the Brigand. Yeah, let's play Weaver, because then if they do sweep, we still get a creature back. I like that. We got 12 in the library. Another mythic. Come on, I think that's our only mythic. He says uncertainly. Let's see. Do I need to do anything first? No. Might looks good. We're just going to crash in. With Might, this looks hyper lethal. Might plus Wolf Run. It's all... This one I'm not playing with my food. I'm just trying to get there. I took myself out of Coven. That's classic me. But like I said, we're just trying to get there. A million ways to win.
do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Huh, cool. Well, Tovalar is fun. Powerful. Lunatics is up next. Happy, you had some unhappy problems there to manage. On the other hand, you got to choose how to die by choosing which of my bombs to actually interact with. All right, next up, Lunatics. Nice. Looks good too. A 2, and a 4 if we don't find a 3. Let me be Harrier first, although I like starting the day-night. Ooh, a clear shot on 3, also nice. Let's do Astronomer. The card's so nice, we drew it twice. Don't really have the land for it right now, so it's being a 6-drop liability at the moment. Clear shot, not great against either of these particular creatures, since Lunatics wants them in the graveyard anyway. So I'm just going to build the board more now. Harrier, pass, and then hopefully a land for Brigand, and if not, probably have to clear shot something. Although, nice thing about Astronomer, if we don't find a land and we have clear shot, we pass, it goes to night, and we can rummage away, like, at least a Brigand and maybe whatever we draw here if it's not a land. Alright, so it's not a land, but it is castable. But with the Morning Patrol and Astronomer helping us get out of this mess, I think passing and ditching Brigand and Sentry looking for land is okay. No, I called it. If I 7-0 today, the hair bet is off and I have officially won it. For all time. In fact, it should probably be the result of any 7-0, but especially this one, since I have 2 7-0s already. I hate that this play doesn't get a 4th land in play right now, but nothing does, so I don't have a real choice there. The only choice is play Sentry or hold up Clear Shot. I'm going to hold up Clear Shot and try and find some land so that we can get to our 6-drop bombs, plural. I can also go up to, like, we don't need to ditch the Sentry or the Brigand if we want to keep, like, this would be a good 4 if we find a land, but not a... I think I actually want this. I'm going to ditch the Sentry and look for a land, but am I being greedy? We really need to get to these. We really need to find land. We really need to find 2, even 3 land. I love this creature, but I'm going to be a grown-up and really look for our land and really try to get... And also it rummages to our other bombs. I mean, this is fine, but we've got 3 other cards that are significantly better than it. Krauser says do 1. I'm going to do 2. Larder harder. Candle Grove to flip us back. I don't mind that. And probably clear shot here. Although flipping back, I mean, I got the land I want. I'm not sure I want to ditch anything out of this hand. But I do clear shot. I do like clear shotting the witch. Lunatic's debating the zombie activation, decides not to. Understandable. So... could ditch the duel, but I've already... don't love ditching our interaction here. I'm going to be patient. Especially because if we don't find a land... we're going to flip Astronomer again, and we can ditch the other thing. So I'm going to submit 0. Hey, there's something to ditch too, right? Because that's not bad in the yard anyway. So I do like that. We are going to pass, flip, and ditch the tapping alone. But just that. I want the duel. Right on land. Now I'm feeling very not desperate. We just want to try to land Hunt Masters. We're up against blue. Do we want to duel something? We could duel the veteran, but that's about it. If we want to duel, I'm going to say no. All right, now we've got tapping plus duel and Hunt Masters to come. And yeah, we'll take an Augur, and I will regret my life choices. Oh, we didn't have the third mana anyway. Well, should have thought it. I mean, I guess I did in a sense that if I had 3 mana available, I needed to think about my 3 drops, but I was never going to have 3 mana available there. We could flip it back to night or day if we duel something, but I don't want to ditch anything in our hand, so I'm fine to just pass here. $12 bolt. I love it. Just for the name. Well, and now that we are set up to possibly have a 6th land, watch Lunatics leave up flip mana. Well, this can't attack. This can't attack. This doesn't do anything on attacking, and this could get double blocked as a 1-for-1, so that might be where they're at. Patrol is the one option. Interesting. Well, if we're worried about flip, which I kind of am, I kind of like starting on Augur, seeing if it lands, and then playing Tovolar if this gets countered. No land off the top there, so we'll play this. There was a pause, but that could be explained by the Larder zombie. We could also just pass and hold up the duel now. But I think we just risk the Tovolar, knowing that if it gets countered, we've got back-to-back Huntmasters behind. So I'm going to cross fingers and be happy that our Augur has landed, and be extra happy that Tovolar now has landed. We'll have Coven after miting, as long as I mite on something other than Tovolar. I'm going to submit 0 again, though. I like my hand. Now we're gonna put some, this feels like maybe a startle, although it has to be the recent draw was an island. I don't know if there's a 5-mana trick that wasn't available before. Lambholt's been real, but looks like Oppo's gonna be so wide that Lambholt's not gonna do the falter thing very well for us here. So I'm so happy with my hand. The Astronomer's kind of reduced back to a 2/2, so I will make this offer. Yeah, it could be Flare. Maybe at 17 I'm just supposed to take, but I love getting interaction out of their hand ahead of dropping the big bombs. So I'm going to do it. We'll see what they got. Yeah, they might just want a 1-for-1 to then be able to cast a patrol, especially if nothing in hand is doing much. Yeah, Startle was one of the possibilities. And the big air attack is what could do it for him. That's why this duel is so important. I could even use it now in that way. We could go Might, dual Flyer, but might just want to get Huntmasters down. Huntmaster now, kill, then start defending in the air, then try to win with Overlord. I think it's Huntmaster now, though. It's got to be. Yeah, and you know, this is why, like, someone was suggesting cutting one of our reach creatures, and this is why I didn't want to. Still a weakness of this deck is flyers. Even though we have 2 reach creatures and some interaction, it's just like, has such a powerful long game that one of the ways it loses is winning in the medium game to not being able to stop flyers. Permanent Midnight, indeed. That'd be a good deck name for a deck with Tovolar in it. I like that duel is an instant. It means we can maybe get them tapped out in combat or something, where we get to prevent a recasting of something like the Gale Drifter. Ditched Flare and Island, so something that they drew there is better than Flare for their current situation. Yeah, kill flyers is a good plan. We can do that with duel and fight. I like it a lot. Is there still an attack with the pack leader, though? With the might, I think there is. It might mean that we are in a spot where we have to let one of the flyers live, but would be probably good because it would mean we're wrecking some multi-block. So I'm going to send, and they have good single blocks on the wolf tokens. I mean, I think it just starts with a pack leader attack, and then we go from here. I'm not sending the other wolves. I like that they are helping a go-wide defense on the crackback. And there are blocks in which I just let this happen. That's fair. That's fair. But let's see. If we trample... Yeah, maybe this was a mistake, giving him another flyer, but we can save the duel for it. So let's do that. We'll punch one flyer and then save the duel for another, which means no trample this time. Because I could spend 2 here to draw a card. But I don't think that's the right thing. Let's just let this happen. And we have the fights that we want. So let's go... yeah, let's go Huntmaster fighting like a... I guess we can go Witch. But this makes him replay... Like, let's kill the Gale Drifter. It makes him I mean, they're running out of time to cast a bunch of flyers. Oh, yeah, that's true. Let's go... we can just do this. How about just do that? And then... So I'm going to punch the Gale Drifter now. And we can do that here and here, and it should do it. Don't see any power pumping from an island. Yeah, it could be Fading Hope, but it's not +1 to power. Do we want to flip it today? We could also just do the duel on the other thing now and flip it today, but I don't think we need to. We don't even have our... and we can't flip it today anyway, right? Permanent midnight. So let's just end. Hopefully Lunatics goes for a 6-mana 4/4 flyer that we can fight away. And then untap with more fighting with the pack leader. Yeah, that's true. It does technically switch. It's just a big, quick switch. And in fact, here, I owe you about 1 million of these. Let's get... Whoa. All right. S just got real. But I still have a fight, so this could actually mess them up if they go for it. So let's see how they want to attack. Just the Witch. Nope. Here comes the Hoarder. The Forfer. Yeah, this adversary's got to die. That much is clear. And where do we want this counter? It is a counter, so I shouldn't be hasty and just assume we want to pack leader it. We could put it on Tovalar himself. Augur. Augur doesn't... Augur trades, though. We want to win. I guess Tovalar loses, too. So this is the only one that doesn't just lose. So never mind. We're doing this. Just checking. Just checking. You shrink down, enemies. Anything else? Oh, we can block this here. All right, like that. Bring out that. Yeah, we're still not out of it, but all this punching is real good for us, and we're gonna at least punch once here. Now we start swinging, and we gotta watch about decking, but I think we start swinging here. Can even send... We're getting 2 more. We can send everything. Just really not decking ourselves is key. And draw a card is not optional. We can't just stop drawing with Tovolar. But yeah, decking because of Tovolar, another first world problem we are considering. That's true. We can always kill Tovolar with an otherwise ill-advised fight. Well, let's see if they do now. They haven't... So far, stuff entering has been more prevalent than stuff leaving, but now we're in the stuff leaving side of the game that could change that. Might of the Old Ways here kills the zombie and draws us a card. Drawing a card gets a... Well, we're going to draw a bunch of cards. Let's just do this. Let's just let it happen. Although, yeah, I don't even want to worry about pumping for damage. I think we just want to draw a crap ton of cards, deploy a crap ton more to the board, and then try to get it done in the next couple of turns. Okay, then. Let us... Well, we can just Tovolar 2, Electric Boogaloo, and Lambholt Harrier. That seems fine. Although, Bird Admirer solves the problem we have. Oh yeah, cast off the top. Sure, let's do that. Cast off the top. And, although it speeds us even faster to our empty library, but in this case, I'm with you. I think we just do a couple of Reachers. And it's excellent defense. And we just ditch a couple of lands here, and that's no big deal. Hey, at 7 life facing flyers with no flyer defense, it really is a problem. I mean, we also are... Because we were trying to solve the problem by beating them before they could beat us. But we legit need to not die from 7 here. They don't have Coven right now. Yeah, but I'm assuming, like, replaying something could get it. Like, here we go. Yeah, play Generous Soul. Attack us to 5, and then suddenly we are without flying defense staring at lethal, right? So that's why I call it a problem. Although, yes, this deck, so far, doesn't seem to have any problems that it can't handle. Well, we can do the Tovolar fight thing. We can make Tovolar fight and probably have it killed. Let's see. Can I have it fight a creature? Is it I don't control? Yeah, I don't control. So actually, that doesn't work. And again, I'm not gonna. Let's see. We can fight 2 things and then should be lethal, right? We can even fight with, like, Wing Shredder. Well, there's 3 cards and 2 mana. I don't know if Startle affects things, but we're gonna just go with try some fighting here. Yeah, a swing and assign trample also real. Well, we can't. I can't actually kill it because I can't force it to die that way. But I think we just swing away. Yeah, we fight with him twice. That's fair. Yeah, let's use Tovolar twice. Although then we lose our trample. We can do all of it mid-combat though, right? Although without the if we're fighting first, we need to do it now to get the blockers fully out of the way. I like that line. Let's do that. Because I think the real risk of losing here now is actually decking. Everything is instant, but if we allow them to block Pablo, then we've missed opportunities to get damage through, right? So I'm gonna not do the math and instead clear blockers under the assumption that clearing blockers is a good thing. That's true. We can trample a bunch of stuff. Maybe we can just send the one, do the one. Let's do the one, and then Tovolar kind of needs to be blocked, right? Anyway, let's send. We'll do that. I'll compromise. We'll meet you in the middle, and we'll do it this way. And then math will be for blockers. I never just presume anything when there's mana and cards, though. That's my it seems like I'm playing with my food or whatever, but it's legit nervousness about open mana and cards. Even though we have such an overwhelming force, I was also just too lazy to fully count up my power attack power. But you know, unsummon Huntmaster or something. You know, I could see making it suddenly not lethal and then a crackback loss or something. All right, so right now we'll do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we don't have to do anything that's lethal. So right now we just make lunatics do something. And there is just such a Geist Wave, but now that really lets us just put it in there.
Do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Yeah, we're all sitting here every game debating the best way to kill him. All right, chat. I've already got the week, and we're only 4 games in. Up to Scott. Worth it, Hat. Worth it. Yeah, the safest way to kill them is a good way to put it. That was a close one. Those flyers were real. We found our way, but it took our bombs. That's why we drafted them and play them. All right, backing out. You want to do a resend or a restart? I'll do a resend if you want. We'll try that once. Although it's not even letting me back out, so I'm going to restart by default. Yeah, somebody got my Moonrise card too. I was supposed to actually use this meme today.
I see the bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way.
Trying to figure out if somebody just randomly hated it or if I was actually up against another red-green werewolf deck, which would be hilarious, but I think I would have the better one. This is a pretty good version of the deck. Yes. I'll start sending your toddler birthday cards, Scullies. Yeah, we opened 2 Hunt Masters, got a decent green hookup in Pack 2 when you weren't passing to us, like a Pack 2, Pick 2 Augur, I think. And then Pack 3 was kind enough on the red front. This sounds like a draw. I should have noticed that we were not properly pairing. All right, both quit, both restart, please. Let's give it that shot. Usually works. Looks like I beat Scott back to the table, but let's see here. Yeah, I can cancel and wait until we're sure. Yeah, it's hard to know, like, we're like QA testers. Is it more likely to fail if we start a challenge with someone who's not online yet? You know, that's classically just trying to find the cause. Repro steps. What are the repro steps for this? All right, Scott has sent. Let's try. Bingo. Best workaround we've found is both players restart. So far, I feel like it's worked 100% of the time after mutual restart. Nice keep. Need a couple more lands, but then everything's unlocked here. Great start from Scott on the Awakener. Great potential turn 3 with Augur. We even get mana from the Naturalist if we can attack with it. Does Scott get a 2-drop? Yes, but a good one. Does he want to sack it to the Awakener? We shall see. Scott has a fantastic start here, gang, and I'm missing a 3rd land drop. If you're going to get me this week, it's starting to look like this could be the best time, best chance. And we knew this deck was strong, right? I've been looking for the spells deck since we started the event, basically. Now we need a forest like nobody's biz. No forest, but at least a land. Thank you for that, Magic Gods. Now, Bird Admirer or Infiltrator. I go Infiltrator because we can put that in front of a Crasher and be happy about what that represents as a choice for Scott. Well, shoot with what? I mean, if we get a chance, maybe, but right now we don't even have a chance. Looks like they're willing to sack the Crasher. I'm certainly willing to block. The best card for Scott here is probably going to be the Vitality, but it's still a 1-for-1 for the Infiltrator, which I will accept, given what we're trying to accomplish here. Bottom of screen win-loss is correct. I'm currently 4-0 on chat this week. All right, no second forest for the pesky Augur yet, but Rejuvenator and any basic land off the top gives us turn 5 Huntmaster, which would be super sweet. Assuming this lives, of course. Now watch Scott kill my Rejuvenator, and then Magic Gods are like, here's that basic land, where's that, here's a mountain, where's that Huntmaster you were talking about? If Scott has to go Electric Revelation turn 3, turn 4, that's got to be fantastic for us. But I tend to think Scott is in the tank about which of these 4 cards to play, to cast. All right, it is a mountain, but we did keep our Rejuvenator, so we get our Huntmaster. I gotta be specific, it's not Tovolar, Ryan. You have that card. This is not Tovolar, this is one of Tovolar's Huntmasters, of which he has multiple, as we've learned. Black has the best chance to deal with something like the Huntmaster. White, not bad either, in the sense that they can reach out and kill things of any size. But we'll see. See what Scott's got. No Way Out. Bird Admirer, pretty easy drop. Then it's a question of whether we want Clear Shot or Augur. Since Huntmaster represents fighting in and of itself, there's a reason to ditch the Clear Shot. But Clear Shot is castable. Actually, Augur is castable too now, so I'm going to ditch Clear Shot because this is the long-term value play. And we do have removal interaction if we want it. We can even decide not to play the Augur and flip if we want access to it. But I think that's being a little greedy. We've got clean attacks here. There's, I guess, one instant or sorcery. We've got to look for pauses here. No pause. Okay, that's important. That means the Huntmaster can get through. We're drawing Tovolar 2, so that's nice. I guess I could have swung with Wolves. That's fair. I was thinking I wanted defense, but you're right. I probably should have just applied more pressure Masticon. I swear part of it is, even though I know zombies can't block, they do clog up my mind in terms of like, oh, the board is pretty clogged, right? And hey, that's good though. They're giving us a lot of action now. I think we just go Tovolar, though. It doesn't give us a fight, but nothing here blocks the pack leader anyway, especially, again, with no pause. Oh, but this time there was a pause. Still, it would be a 2-for-1, because pack leader would get them both. Because I think the only thing it could be is, like, red burn or the black exile spell. So, yeah, but immolation is not instant. I mean, it paused right now. Oh yeah, we can actually do this, right? Forgot about that. And that. And now we have trample as well. Not that we didn't have it before. All right, now I'm going to do it, and we send the wolves as well. We can actually pump, and we should. Let's just go ahead and try and kill the Crasher. Well, land into deal 5 to everything would be Scott's best play right now. We'd still get the Huntmaster, though, and that would still be Scott's best play. I think that's it. I don't see a win for Scott here without a pretty impressive use of another 2 or 3 mana and cards. Somehow we, again, do not have Coven. But we can do this and get it. And then, yeah, I'm overthinking, though. Harrier and Wind's good. Again, though, I just play the puzzle of the turn. This has just been making for some easy puzzles.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
It was another how do you want to win this turn puzzle. No need to go to the back of the book. Just choose your method. Timber's up next, looking to put a dent in this run. Good game, Scott. You had such a great start. I was legit worried. But boy, the deck delivered what I needed right when I needed it and made it look silly. All right. Another tough mana start, but I am still going to risk it on the strength of the Immolation and the Vandal being an easy 1 and 3. And if we find ourselves a forest off the top, well, we'll run the Millhouse meme, shall we? All right. Starting on 3, not the best for us. But immolating here before there's anything to put this on is also good. I'm just going to do that. Mulligan is fair here. I liked it on the strength of early interaction and a guaranteed turn 3 play. But the Autumn being double green makes it a quasi-mull as it is. But because we have a good long game and don't mind going long, ooh, might be the best card against us, right? Oh, losing to my own bombs would be sweet, sweet justice for chat. I'm going to go with the Vandal as the highest mana play. Even although maybe since I'm choked on green, I'm supposed to play a green card every turn. Yeah, we'll do Naturalist. Might be the best card in the table against us, honestly. Clearly what they took, of course. But I'm not too chafed. We can race this. We can augur and well, we could also 2-spell. Maybe I just go Vandal Wolf here to guarantee the 2-spell and then augur next turn. I like that. Timber with monster plays here, looking to make it tough on me. Nice crawl. Oop, don't do that, Ryan. We make green on the attack, so we can augur and attack and be okay here. As long as we're willing to, like, the worst case is they put Hoarder on Naturalist. But I'll do this. I'm going to start here anyway. We might find a forest and make this easy. We find a clear shot and make it less easy. Yeah, bring it without threat of activation is much worse. Yeah, we could swing with Naturalist alone, and I guess happily, yeah, Naturalist alone is fine. Let's do it. If they double block, are we okay with that? Yeah, let's just wait. We've got clear shot coming. Next turn, we might be able to clear shot and might with card draw. So I'm going to just pass. We need Coven to play shot off the top. And we also don't have the mana at that point. But here we go. Nice. Bring that. And then now... I'm worried about a startle, I suppose. But the double here makes for some really nice attacks. With really everything except the augur. I'm going to leave augur back on punching duty, I think. And then send everything else. Yeah, we could probably death that like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yes, we have enough for everything. So instead of augur, so maybe we can attack with augur even, although they, yeah, we can even attack with augur. Let's attack with everything. This is actually pretty great. There's, and I think we let blocks happen and just work from the block position. Yeah, there's open mana in cards on both sides, but we have a couple of things to do, which I like. Where are we at? This is a double block of the augur. And so we just let the wolf happen in this situation, and we go for saving the augur. And we start with a clear shot. We still do the death touch thing, though. So we might as well, just because of the clear shot intent. Too bad the clear shot doesn't save the wolf, but that's okay. It's a punch, though. We can also put it somewhere else. It's just, anyway, this is fine, though. And then this is until end of turn. So actually, if we did it from a different attacker, yeah, we could might the wolf. I want to make sure we save the autumn, though. How about this? We just have the mana, so we might as well do this, see what they want to do. I'm just trying to figure out if we save the wolf. But it's expendable, but we don't need to lose it. Like we can just kill the brigand here. I'm gonna try killing the brigand and see what happens there. Let's start there. Okay, so we were afraid of that, but we still save our augur, which is the main thing, right? Or do we? Augur 5. Ooh, it still trades. Too bad. So we don't actually save the augur here. Yeah, we can just mite the wolf then. Yeah, sorry, but I was thinking we were at night, honestly. I was thinking we were -13. There was no play there, but there is, so that's great. Sorry. No card draw. That's all right. This result well worth the lack of card draw. Yeah, thanks, Chad. I just saw, I was thinking we were at nighttime and that thing was just straight dead. Unfortunately, no, nothing we can do off the top. But we still have attacks with everything but the naturalist, and then we can flip to night. Let's see. Anything in black, make this a bad attack. Blade Brand would be pretty good. Augur's important enough and Blade Brand's scary enough that I think I'm on just Vandal. I'm also very worried about this Insight getting one of our Hunt Masters. Ambush wins. Yeah, so let's just send the Vandal. Augur too important to risk. Play the Bird Admirer, and oh, it's nighttime, so we still don't have Coven for Augur in that spot. If they 2-spell and make it daytime, then we can actually oh, and then this becomes 2 power. So we're having trouble getting Coven here. Man, I'm doing my best with a great deck, but Tranel, Timber being Timber here and playing great spells left and right, really putting us to the test here with what previously would have been thought of as the best deck of the format. I'm telling you, this is the one I'm worried about. Siphon Insight. You know it's going to go Siphon Insight into Huntmaster. It's going to be so poetic. Well, that's an interesting attack given our Bird Admirer. Could be that Blade Brand I'm a little worried about. And I'm not worried about our life total right now, so I'm actually going to take this. Oh, this deck is nuts. Tranel's deck is fantastic, obviously. Look at, I mean, up and down the block here. Quality stuff. And now we finally get a little bit punished here, and we're flooding.
Oh, here comes the flood.
Flipping here is good. We get a Birded Mire that can threaten that Abomination in a way that I will block with. Oh no, true? I'm glad everyone's okay. That's tough. That is tough. Got to trade for the Hoarder here. Or try. And here he goes to get my Huntmaster. Look how fast he chose it. You know that's a Huntmaster, like guaranteed. I'm gonna slaughter 6 of you, and then Tranel's gonna get me. Although, look, Huntmaster versus Huntmaster. I still think he got one. Ready? Ready? Huntmaster v Huntmaster incoming. Yeah, Tovalar, that'd be fine. He doesn't have any wolves. But I think it's Huntmaster versus Huntmaster about to happen. But it's not going to matter. I'm going to lose to the dumb flyer. I told you well, if we flip to Knight, we can get this flyer. So that's what we need. A living Huntmaster and a flip to Knight. I told you! I told you! And it's the only way you people are beating me this week is stealing my own damn cards. Unreal. Timber, you suck! This cost me 7-0. Timber! Yes, so we can still upkeep fight Huntmasters, right? But I can't even do that yet. I need to kill the Falcon more? Oh, it's another one, right. Well, great. We can at least kill the Abomination and its Huntmasters staring at each other, right? All right, not dead yet. Look at all my readers in chat. Such show-offs. I guess I wait till attacks. If I let him draw a card, he might find interaction for this, though. So I'll send a wolf token at it because I really don't want them to draw interaction. And look, they're looking for it. But I don't care. That's fine. But I need a flyer dead. Well, they've got tools to, they've got spare wolves to flip the Awakener, and letting that happen at least killed one of our creatures. So I think Tranel was happy to get the creature trade there, given that there's plenty of fodder to flip Awakeners. Kind of need to flip again. I want to play this Infiltrator, but we need to keep flipping so we can keep fighting and keep blocking. That's the worst news we could have. That means our pack leader's probably dead. Because we can't take it. We're priced into blocking. And I just don't think Timber does this without a way to kill ours. Yeah, we could also chump and fling. That's a good point. We should do this and kill the other one with it. I like that. And then putting even this here. I just feel like I'm afraid of Blade Brand. Blade Brand's what I'm trying to solve for. But we can fight twice with this mana. So with fight twice available, I think we just go ahead and block everything, because then we can just fight with this wolf twice if we have to. All right, we can just take this. Now I'm wondering if there's, it's Cut Purse, right? Cut Purse. So, don't want to lose to Cut Purse. Gonna do the plan. Yeah, it's all right. Maybe it's not. Because it's gonna work. But we can do it again to save Tovolar. I guess we save Pack Leader over Lord. Which one do we want to save? Which is the most important creature? This might give us a trample win on the crackback, so I think we actually save Lord. Huntmaster is better, but in the abstract. But here it might be the trampliness of the Lord. Lord doesn't trample? What do you mean? The Tovolar. Oh, sorry, that's the other one. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, thank you. So we definitely saved that one. I'm confusing all of my gold. It's the goldness of it. Gold Werewolf got me. Sorry, gang. So yeah, easy save of Pack Leader then. Was just thinking the absolute wrong card. All right, well, can't not cast spells now. I think I might just be dead, though. Damn it! Timber! I'm supposed to not be tilty if I get one win, but when you get stopped from potentially getting 7, it's even worse. I could only be beaten with my own cards, though. I want that clear. It took my own damn cards to beat me today. Damn it. Hey, I never presumed to win, Scullies. I never presumed one. I was very careful in my my response there. Siphon. Siphon! Oh, that was the most brutal Siphon ever cast in this format, for sure. You find me a better limited Siphon than what Timber did today. I said, if he's the one who stops me. I said if, not that he did.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
And, you know, you couldn't... I mean, I know my deck is bomb-laden, but 2 for 2 on hitting my best stuff with the frickin' Siphon? 2 for 2? Oh, Timber, you got me tilted. Scullies, I'm gonna crush you. Now it's cocky time. Scullies, I'm gonna take my frustration with Timber and turn you into powder. I just want you to understand that. Like, it's gonna be rough. You might want to put your toddler in another room. Timber, Timber, Timber. Nobody could beat me with their own damn decks, so you had to go and beat me with mine. Thanks, asshole. I say it like this, and I'm snotty like this because I know nothing would give Timber more pleasure than me reacting this way. No. Scullies is sadly, like, he's just a tribute. This burning wolf back here, that's Scullies. Like, Scully's account is trying to avoid this matchup. Oh, could taste it. I mean, we all try to be kind, right? I try to be kind. But then somebody beats my face in with my own bombs, and I find that I can't. What do you know? I can't. Looks like we don't even get a 7th game. Scullies is just dodging me. Maybe Scullies isn't back yet. Although, isn't there a cancel button when... I don't know. Actually losing batteries on my earbuds. Let me know when you submitted. Or I'll try to look here. All right, I think we got there. Scullies. I'm gonna crush that skull right in with werewolves. If no good blocker, we'll drop the card draw. No good blocker, so we'll drop the card draw. Why did it have to be guaranteed that you get a Huntmaster? Like, the second you even cast the first one, I was like, all right, well, he's resolved the first half of Siphon. The second half is getting one of my Huntmasters. Like, I called it from the very beginning. Unbelievable. Jerkface. I'm gonna mutter about Timber while destroying Scullies. Just like, is Scullies even playing? I don't know. I don't care. We're talking about the Siphon until I die. If I quit streaming, I'm gonna have a replace it with a Siphon discussion newsletter. Let's see. If I was gonna play the Autumn, I shouldn't have played a land out, so that was dumb, but I'm not gonna compound it. We're gonna do this. Although I guess I would have had to have tapped my mountain, and then we would have had to have counted on a mountain on top to do the immolation. So I didn't think it through, but I would have landed on this anyway to be guaranteed of the immolation play. Note that green-white, powerful decks can really emerge from green-white. You don't see it too often, but the thing about them is that they can't play Siphon. It might be my new sign-off, yeah. Now I got to worry about actually overplaying into the sweeper. But I'm not gonna. You know, I've been really cocky about this game. If Scullies gets to destroy me with a sweeper, I'm gonna salute that. That would be an excellent response to all of my cocky, tilty smack talk. So I'm gonna play right into it if Scullies has got it, and let them have fun if they've found the rare. I get fun with memes on that play.
Now's the time on Sprocket for me, die!
Should have played that the first time around, but I was too busy being snotty. Hello. Don't chump the trampler, Scullies. Don't chump the trampler. I'm gonna see if this is lethal. I'm not sure. I mean, I did the math and it was exactsies.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
All right, I'll toss the hair because I'm supposed to. But damn it, Timber. No, I don't. I don't even feel the slightest bit better. That's exactly what I said was going to happen. That's exactly what I said was going to happen. So it doesn't make me feel any better because happiness is the delta between expectations and reality. And my expectation started to become 7 wins, and my reality is 6-1. So of course I'm like all tilted and stuff. No, I don't want to get tilted more. And besides, we're gonna live with the memory of the incredible siphons for all stream. Good game, Scullies, or rather, thank you for the game. I'm always a thank you for the game guy, especially when there was a annihilation, because you don't want to tilt anybody, right? Did you have the 8 mana reduced cost to amount of mana or amount of creatures in play? Because I actually spoke specifically about that card, and I was like, probably the correct thing to do is play around the possible sweeper here, but I'm not going to. If Scullies actually has it and can shove my words down my throat with an awesome sweeper, I was going to give it to you. So I like that you had it. I mean, we thought about that card, and I was like, you know what? Let Scullies crush. Let Scullies have that moment, especially after how snotty I was heading into the match. Thank you for your good humor about that. You know, I'm just messing around with chat. Not messing around with my legit tilt despite being 6-1. Again, it's just expectations versus reality is happiness. And I could start to taste the 7-0. The deck was unstoppable. It was only stoppable by cards from my own deck. I mean, that's what happened. I rolled over 6 people, and then the 7th person stole my own cards and beat me with them. So the bet goes on, I guess. But I almost got you for another 7, chat. Almost gotcha. Fun time, though. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube friends. Look! Werewolves. Who knew? If you get 5 bomb rares, they work. Okay, sure. Maybe there's not that many lessons today.